Hello, I am Ganiyu Jimoh, also known as Jimga, and this is Artist Talk with Jimga. I'm an artist. I'm a cartoonist to be precise, and I'm also a scholar of cartoon. I've exhibited widely, precisely in like almost all the continents of the world except the Antarctica. I'm an activist as well. So I use my cartoons as tools of activism to speak truth to power. I'm on my second doctoral degree here at the University of Virginia, and I'm also a graduate teaching assistant. Jimga actually means Jimoh Ganiyu. So it's like a combination of my name, which you know, created when I was still in GSS2 in Nigeria during my secondary school, program. Initially, it was Jimga A. Then some of my friends said, "Oh, no, Jimga is, sounds like better than Jimga A." So I just, I took that name Jimga A. I'm a Jimga. So and the name has actually stuck since that time till, now. When I started drawing at the tender age, at the age of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I started drawing at at that tender age. So, but later, when I was, in secondary school, coupled with, what I experienced in the society, and coupled with what I also saw in newspapers, because I enjoyed reading newspapers, not actually because of the textual element, but because of the drawings, illustrations in the newspapers. So most of the time, the illustrations, the cartoons in the newspapers usually talk about socio-political issues, which some of the older ones around me would further explain to me, why this was this, why this cartoonist had actually done that, and at that period in time, I started channeling my drawings towards saying something about the society as well, using art, cartoon as weapon of socio-political provocation, socio-political, and as counter narratives to what obtains in the society. So I can say that I started as an activist before becoming, a cartoonist, but the two actually merge together in my work. I can say that the knowledge of Akinola Lasekan's escapades at that period in time have really, really helped my work, helped my cartoon, And through Akinola Lasekan, I was also able to see cartooning from another dimension, I saw that Akinola Lasekan was not just using cartoon as a kind of counter discourse narrative, but also as a kind of weapon of propaganda. And this is another light, through which we should also look at cartooning. Yeah, you see, I did a cartoon as a result of what was actually happening in the social, economic, and political space of Nigeria at that particular period in time. So, and this was the period when the incumbent president, was supposed to actually uh, was supposed to be getting ready, to leave office, because that period was just like few weeks to the national elections that will see to the end of his reign. So, and few weeks, to that period in time, or maybe about 2 months, yeah, that's like 8 weeks, the president with his cronies decided to change the currency of Nigeria, to another one, and not just changing or to redesign the currency, and not just redesigning. There were some draconian laws that were also passed around monetary system in that particular, at that particular period.
Then at the same time, the people went to court, and the Supreme Court said they should actually hold on the redesigning, that they should hold on, that there shouldn't be a kind of law that will prevent people from spending the naira note, that they should give enough time for people to be able to change their money. So all those draconian laws at that period in time, when people were about to vote, there was also a kind of scarcity of fuel, inflation at that period in time. I started to think about the fact that the president was not sensitive to people's. Is it that the president was not sensitive to people's plight, or the president was actually against his political party winning the next election? Because I've not seen anywhere in the world where a sitting president that wants his political party to win in an election to come up with such draconian rule that would contribute to the hardship of people at that period in time. I couldn't find a very good metaphor to portray this visually than to portray the president sitting on the symbol of justice, that is Justica. And I also play on kind of some symbolism there, that though the president is actually believed to be a kind of democratically elected president, but for the president to have gone against the rulings of the Supreme Court in the democratic setting, then that president has assumed the role of a dictator. And that is why the president, if you look at that imagery, the president is wearing a camouflage pants with his boots, on the neck of Justica. That's how, I'm able to visually represent what was going on at that particular period in time. And my intention is for the president to actually see what he was doing wrong in those visual metaphors. Thank you to the Mellon Foundation, the Chrysler Museum of Art, and Hampton University Museum for making this interview possible. And of course, thank you for joining my artist talk. You can read the full version of this interview in the exhibition catalog for the upcoming exhibition titled I Am Copying Nobody, the Art and Political Cartoons of Akinola Lasekan, which is opening on April 13, 2024 at the Chrysler Museum of Art. You can learn more about this exhibition and its partner exhibition titled Sankofa, Constructing Modern African Art, opening April 12, 2024 at Hampton University Museum by visiting the exhibition tab at mellondiversifyingthefield.com. Bye, thank you.